What's up, party people? Here we go again. It's me and this thing. Say hello. Say hello, Spaghetti. Say hello. Spaghetti like, man, you bugging me, dude. Anyways, me and my dog. Well, my cat, but you get it, my road dog, my partner. All day, every day. You dig? And that's how it's gonna be. Now, I missed my wolf turn, and I'm kind of mad about that. I gotta go back and get back on track. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be okay. I ain't gonna trip. I'm not tripping. But I do want to just touch on a few bases about, you know what I'm saying, what I'm thankful for. It's got nothing to do with Thanksgiving. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm thankful every day. Because Thanksgiving is actually the 7th month of the year. Yeah. But we ain't going to get into all that. All I'm going to just say is that you did. I'm glad. I'm going to tell you what I'm glad about. I am glad that the Word of God is real. I am so glad that it is. Because, I thought I was going crazy at one point. And it may look like I was, but I wasn't. I was being so oppressed about finding out the truth that nobody didn't want me to actually keep going. They wanted to make it so hard for me to where I would have gave up just coming out of that one horse town. And I'm telling you, this is how potent it was. Just imagine. Just imagine. You living in a city, bro. You in this city. And you are the number one target because of the gospel. Nothing else. Because of the gospel, you are the number one target with the cops, the judges, the people that makes you food, jobs, apartments, friends, dealers, hookers, everything trying to catch you up. And it's definitely a hit. And it was behind the truth. And by me just being fresh into the deal, I really couldn't grasp it. I didn't understand what was happening. Nope. But out of straight faith about things, before I could even know half of the story that's in the Bible, bro, I was rebuking a lot of things. I was staying strong to a lot of things. A lot of times I got caught up out of, you know what I'm saying, allowing, you might want to call it sacrificing myself to go deeper into hell to see just where and what the demons are at and doing. Because the things that was happening, it was out of my sight. Because the space talker, that's how they worked. So I had to go into the 80s on them. How we did things like you did. I can't work the space talker to find out. So I went straight into hell. And boy, let me tell you something about it. Say, bro, you got a whole city trying to sodomize you. But zombies. I'm an advocate for the gay community. Don't get me wrong. But I do not forgive people who force people to do that type of stuff that don't want to be. This was the kind of city I was in. I was in a city where they come straight out of the Bible and was real about it. Boy, you gonna give up that And I'm like, I'm not even in jail. But it's okay. They was real about it, dude. And I mean, really real. It was sad, boy. But I'm telling you, I was God gave me the strength. Before I didn't even know nothing about how serious Sodom and Gomorrah was, man. I ain't know nothing about Sodom and Gomorrah. It was until I was in jail, I think for the 17th time or something for nothing. And I'm reading every time I go in. I'm getting closer and closer. I'm like, they constantly putting me in jail. And they putting me in cells with people who's trying to, like, tip me and everything. I'm like, hold up, bro. It's not that easy. You can't scare me. It's been too many gang fights and too many, you know what I'm saying? And out of everybody that couldn't tip me, they'll move him out the cell and put somebody else in the cell who think they can get the job done. And I'm like, oh, Lord, here comes another one. And it was just on like clockwork, bro. And as I'm getting closer and closer and closer, that's when I read about Sodom and Gomorrah, and I was like, oh my God, this is what's happening. I'm in one of these cities. But it really hit me when somebody told me the name of the city was called Queen City. And bruh, that's when everybody that I finally, my eyes opened up like this here, and I looked at everybody that was walking down the streets, talking, in coffee shops and everything, the whole city was Sodom and Gomorrah. And I was like, oh my God, it was like really too late to run. Could you really imagine a whole city coming after you, trying to sodomize you? This was real. And I'm like, okay, ain't this about it? My kids are here. I'm trying to get them out of it. I'm like, man, where the hell are we gonna run to? So I'm trying to just stay there. As long as I stay strong, most likely won't nothing happen to my kids. Because I think that once you bind the strong man, then it could spoil your house. I'm going off of that, what I read. They sent their little minions after my kids, their kids. Sent their kids after my kids while I wasn't able to go to my house and all that. It was all type of confusion going on. A lot of things was happening bad, boy. And they sent their kids after my kids. And got my kids involved with that shit. A whole lot of things happened with my kids. So much shit happened with my kids, dog. You know what I'm saying? To where they actually, I think they actually like, I don't know. But all I can tell you is this, bro. You know, it could be worse than what I'm going through right now. Still without a job and all that. It just goes to show you that it's even up in the city where I'm at. But one thing I could tell you is that I ain't gotta run from butt zombies. I mean, if I had the jaw of a jackass, that would have been me. Just ha, bitch, ha. All I had was a chicken bone. That didn't work. It broke. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get jiggy with a chicken bone. If I had the jawbone of a jackass, I think I would have like whooped the living hell out of all of them that was up in that city, dude. You know what I'm saying? But all I had was a chicken bone, dog. All right, and hell, you can't get nothing done with a chicken bone. But it is all good. All I know is this. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I got the girl. Yep. At the end of the day, I got the girl. And you're going to have to let my people go on that part. Because I'm coming to get you, baby. I'm coming to get you. Huh? You heard me? Meat and spaghetti. As if, she didn't like sleeping. But yeah, it did. Take your time, because there's a lot of things that are out there that you don't really comprehend or pay attention to because you don't have the spirit eyes. You know how they put that light on your eyes, be like, you know, like this here. And then it goes, you ain't got it in there, dog. It's not. You heard me? So yeah, it's that type of deal, bro. If you ain't got them spirit eyes, this is what was happening to me as I kept reading. They kept locking me up and all that, and I kept reading. I'm like, that's how I ran across the word nigger in the Bible. I ran across the word nigger in the Bible, and a whole lot of things just started being revealed to me. Kind of like Peter being in that prison and the angel appearing. Said, bro, some of the most darkest places you wouldn't believe that the angel will come to you. And in that captivity, he opened up the gates of my mind, dude, of my heart. That's what they did, dude. And as I opened up that book, it was on. It was on, dude. And I was like, no worries, you dig? I'm sleeping on the streets already. They just trying to break me, you dig? They trying to, saddle me up and all that. So I ain't worrying about them. I know how to scuffle and everything. Even though they could have left me alone while I was in the shower. They shower sharking me. You know how you shower shark somebody? You know, it's a one-man shower, all right? But the minute you go and take a shower, they ain't got no curtains up there. Like, man, what is the privacy of this shit? But they just come past. Boom, 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 back to back. And you're like, what the hell is this shit? Like, motherfucker, you know, like a demon just go back. Boom. And you're like, what the hell is that? Motherfucker, what the fuck is that? Them niggas are crazy. I like it. Boy, it was some crazy shit. I'm talking about, dude, what? 2014, 15, 16. It did, but you did way from Hurricane Katrina 2005, but it was real potent. 14, 15, and 16, dude, it was so crazy shit. But it is, how do I laugh through all this? Is where you gotta understand is that becoming a child of God would definitely clear, your pain. It would replace it with joy. Especially that you stayed strong in your faith and gave all pure power, bro, when it came to speaking the word of God, diffusing any conflicts with anybody. Even if it was in your terminology of street slangs and stuff like that, you still went to a level of peace with it. And just having it to where you alive to you know what I'm saying, be restored. You know what I'm saying? To show that power of God and get that testimony. You know what I'm saying? No sugarcoating it, let them have it. Because some people in the world are trapped by this type of stuff, and they can't really say anything about it. Because they're involved in a way. They all like got broken. Me, I was it's a book I'm trying to write called The One That Got Away, The Fish That Got Away. You know what I'm saying? You know how you cast your hook in there and you grab it, and before you know it, all you come up with is just a empty line. That's me. One.